Guess what you will get if you are nice to a man? You will get nothing. But guess who will get everything? Mean women. Mean women get everything they want. And if they don't get what they want, they disappear. They don't beg. They don't cry. They don't try to make it work. They don't try to fix the man. They just go. They just go. See, nice women don't do that. They try to figure out what's the problem. How can they fix it? Is it me? No. He's taking you as a joke, baby. That's what it is. He's walking all over you. And you are allowing it because you are a nice girl. And then the nice women, they say, well, I'm too nice. That's not in me. Well, guess what? You will always receive nothing in this world with that mentality. And I promise you, if you always nice and understanding, you will be taken as a joke.
Here's why you never want to be considered a nice girl. You ever hear that saying, nice girls finish last? It's quite literally because they do. So the actual meaning of being a nice person is to be agreeable and to be pleasable. And they are reliable and well-behaved people, but they're also the most susceptible to manipulation. Nice girls rarely get what they want because while everyone else is trying to play the game to win, nice girls are trying to play the game to just not lose. And well-behaved women who always follow the rules rarely get what they want in this world. It's better to be kind, respectful, adaptable, and assertive because those are actual characteristics that are needed to get through life effectively without getting played. Nice girls give, and very rarely receive. And people always rely on nice people to get what they want. Some of the most successful women that I know are actually the biggest bitches. But they're also generous, respectful, kind, and assertive. Because it's better to have a balance and use each characteristic when necessary.
Why nice girls finish last, and I'm just going to warn you right now, you're going to hate this, but maybe if you listen all the way through, you'll learn something. See, there's nothing wrong with being a good person in particular, but when you're overly nice, it comes across as if you're desperate for validation, specifically the guy's validation. The problem with being so nice is that when you don't want to step on anyone's toes, you're never authentic to yourself, so it doesn't allow people to be naturally attracted to who you are, because you're constantly trying to make yourself attractive to whoever you're with. The problem with that is people can sense that, especially the guys, and that makes you unattractive because you so desperately want to be liked and accepted. See, when you come across as if I will be whoever you want me to be, it screams a lack of confidence in yourself, because part of what makes someone attractive and interesting and intriguing is the fact that you want to get to know more about them. You want to learn them. You want to understand them. There's nothing that needs to be understood about someone who will mold or shape their personality, the way they act, the way they talk, the way they walk, to whatever it is you want them to be. Because your energy is also an outward projection to other people of how you feel about yourself. So if I want the girl that thinks that she's the ish, and you come around and you're super nice and bending to my every need, it doesn't make me feel like you even think you're the ish. It makes me feel very much like you think you're none of that and aren't worth anything except for the validation and approval that I give you.
You cannot afford being nice to a man. You will become an easy target for manipulation, abuse, getting walked all over, cheated on. It's not worth it. It never was worth it. But see, you were taught to believe that you will get a promise in the end by being nice to people, especially to a man. You don't. That's not how they're programmed. See, they're here to take and take and take and take from you. When they notice a nice and understanding woman, they say, oh, I can manipulate this girl. Here go a dummy. She's lost, naive, not wise, weak. And you're wondering why you keep going through the same situations. It's because you're nice. You have to get rid of her. You have to get rid of being a nice girl and start having self-respect. When you start having self-respect, you will not allow any man to do any dumb shit to you ever again. Really look around. Really watch mean women. They get whatever they want. They get whatever they want. You only got one shot at this in this world, as far as I know. It would be foolish to believe there's a promise in the end by being nice. You don't receive a reward. You don't get a special seat in heaven for that. You don't. And you're going to continue to go through the same issue over and over because you're not understanding that it's just because you're being nice.
Ladies, men do not like the nice girl. Nice girls always finish last. Men do not like women who are nice to them. When I was younger, I was like 16, 17. This is before I even kind of knew that men even existed. I was speaking to a guy, and I remember the guy said to me that, you know, you're just not like doing things for me. Like you're just not being that girl for me. And I was just like, obviously at the time I was really young, I didn't know, and I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean I'm not nice? I'm so nice to you. I was like, I'm so nice to you. And this guy turned around and he said to me, he was like, you think I want a girl to be nice to me? He was like, I'm not looking for a girl to be nice to me. See, ladies, men do not want nice girls.
You have to feed a man breadcrumbs. That's what they need to eat. This is what men do to women. They give you breadcrumbs for multiple reasons. They may not be interested in you, or you're doing way too much for that man. So, in return, he thinks he don't have to do much for you. So now he's giving you breadcrumbs. But let me say this. Out of all those women he's dealing with, because let's face it, when a man give you breadcrumbs, they're dealing with other women. Somebody in that bunch he's willing to give his all to. And guess who that woman is? The girl that's breadcrumbing him. The girl that's not kissing his ass. The girl that's selfish. The girl that got a life. The girl that says, oh, let me call you back, and never calls back. The girl that don't have a problem canceling the date. That girl. The girl that's dealing with multiple men. That girl. That's the girl you have to be. He's going to be willing to do whatever because you're speaking his language. Serving breadcrumbs. That's what all men need.
Nice girls finish last, okay? If you are too nice, if you are too giving, if you put other people's needs before your own, especially a man, you're going to finish last, okay? You're not going to get the man. He's going to end up leaving you and cheating on you or treating you like trash. You're not going to get what you want because you're too nice, okay? And don't listen to the man on these comments. All they want is an easy pushover that they can take advantage of. You've seen their comments. Oh, I just take advantage of it, hit it and quit it and leave. So when you make it a challenge to them, A, you're going to get rid of the people who are not potential long-term partners. B, you're only going to get the attention of people who take you seriously and respect you, okay? C, you're not going to get taken advantage of, okay? So using common sense, you should know that being a pushover, being a doormat, being too nice and giving to someone is not the answer. Okay, ladies, I don't care what you've been told, what you haven't been told. Think about this. Every woman that your man runs back to and leaves you for is bitch. Okay? Why? Because that's what men like. They won't ever admit it, but that's what they like. Okay? They don't like the good girl. It gets boring after about a month. Then they're ready for something exciting, something challenging, something that will keep them on the edge of their seats, something that they can actually work for. Okay? If you give everything up too easy, oh, I love you, I'll do whatever you want. After about a month, that gets old, and then he's off to the next one. Okay? So don't do it. Don't cook, don't wash dishes, don't do any of that.
To really get rid of the nice girl within, you have to be uncomfortable with yourself. That's the only way you can really get rid of her. Because if you ignore it, you're going to always keep going through the same cycle with men and just people in general. See, being a nice girl doesn't mean you're just nice to men. You're nice to everybody. To everybody. And all it's going to do is drain you. Why? Because you're not getting what you need. You're giving everybody what they need. And of course they're going to be happy because you're being a nice girl. But when you have boundaries, you're going to see those same people not liking you anymore because they're not getting what they want from you. See? So it's a problem within. It's a problem within. And to be honest, it starts from childhood. Maybe you was used to your mother, people pleasing and being a nice girl to everybody, to her husband or whatever. Even your father, maybe he was a nice guy to his wife and to whoever. See, it always starts from childhood. That's why I always say you need to go to therapy. They don't know you. Don't worry about it. You don't know them. So you can tell them anything. That's why I keep telling y'all, keep your mouth shut. Stop telling all these people about your business. They're not trained to tell you what you need to do any damn way. And they don't care to tell you. They just want to be in your business. Be quiet and go to therapy. Get the proper attention that you need. That's what they're here for. And once you are, ready to come back into this world to even interact with people, now you have boundaries. Now nobody play you. Can't nobody be on no bullshit with you. And you're going to have a lot of people that just don't like you anymore. Oh well. You have to be uncomfortable. Because if a lot of people don't like you, that means you're doing something right. Can't nobody play you. And you cannot worry about that. So, remember what I said. Just write whatever you need to change in a book. Read it out loud. It's going to be uncomfortable. You just got to deal with it. And you got to fix it. You just have to fix it. It's not the end of the world. You just have to fix it. Okay? Bye. You don't ever trust a man 100%. I don't care how long you've been married to that man. I don't care how much you love that man. You don't ever trust a man 100%. If that man knows that you trust him 100%, you are in trouble. Because in his mind, he thinks that he can get away with a lot of things. And really, he can. Because you trust him 100%. When he really finds out that you trust him 100%, best believe he will show you why you should have not ever trusted him in a